All right, guys. Welcome back from the break. It is now morning. Uh, the light does pierce some of the canopy and the trees, not nearly as much as the previous night where you camped here, as you are in the much denser area. As you wake, you see that most of the camp is still resting, sleeping. There are, of course, the Verdant Cause members, are the ever vigilant forest guardians, and there are, of course, some of the actual beasts of the wilds still on lookout and patrol. You see really like majestic, to just do tropey as hell, stag of the woods, just patrolling. He's got to be 20 point or something at this point. But yeah, it was actually a really, really restful night's sleep. Kind of rub out all the kinks from the previous day's battle. Those that maybe weren't full armored, kind of strap on the little greaves or pieces missing. Pebble is just roosted right on somewhere in Roque's collection of towels and bags and all. And Dregnar is, or up early. You see him just gathering materials and help kind of stoke some of the fire pits that have been established. As you guys gather, there's the smell of food, and you guys kind of all short of Marb. Marb, what were you doing in the evening?
I'm still looking in that direction. Can I?
Yeah. So as the sun makes contact on your sleepy face, the light is too much to ignore. You kind of begrudgingly awaken, and you look out, and you kind of, oh yeah, what was I looking at? Go ahead and give me a perception check onto the town with your plus. I guess it's +7.
Tell us how big the pig army is.
That's marching for
Yeah,
us.
maybe they already left the town.
24. All right. Marb. No pigs. Pigs? Wait, why no pigs? Pigs. You kind of start glancing around, and then to below you, sort of maybe 50 plus or so feet deeper inside the woods, you hear the sound of some snapping twigs and branches, and you turn and look, and you see 4 humanoid figures, kind of all hooded, kind of just walking in the woods, very not kind of slowly, kind of looking around. And yeah, you rolled a 24. You see that the 2 patches of ground that seem to just kind of be. And then after a minute of observing from the trees, you kind of leap to branch. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Technically at advantage, because they would probably not expect anyone in the trees.
Okay. At advantage.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Okay, let me actually roll. Okay. As you're kind of leaping from that to that, not necessarily paying attention too much, what's coming in front of you. As you kind of quickly you bump into something, and you see, and there's a dryad that kind of catches you, and she just kind of puts her fingers up to her lips, and then she just basically, like, you see her just kind of fall backwards, go into the tree, and then you see her as you're kind of like trying to figure out, you look kind of at the base of the tree, and she's just at the bottom of the tree, and then you see her start to walk out to meet these 4 individuals. and the two guardians are there. And you hear some sort of communication. And then the two guardians kind of crop out of the ground, and then the dryad just kind of motions for the to follow. So it's the dryad leading the four cloaked figures, which I guess your perception was good enough. There seem to be, some swine-like features and sounds coming from these individuals, and then the two guardians kind of following behind them.
Okay, they're going back to like the main camp or like big.
Yeah, possibly. That's what it looks like.
Sure. Then I just I guess keep strumming along them, just like
Mhm.
through the trees. Like, oh, cool. They got those 4 people.
Okay.
Or
Perfect. Yeah. So Marb, you're gonna, you kind of stay in the trees, doing as you can. Every once in a while, a branch breaks, and you just kind of, see like you're just waiting for like them to look up, but they don't seem to notice that you're trailing as like an additional set of eyes. Back at the camp, again, eating, sun coming to y'all. Anything the group wants to do?
Is Navari around? Could I see her?
Yeah, sure. Navari is up with the sun. She's kind of coordinating some things, probably with some of the dryads, because you see her kind of speaking with some of them.
Basically,
and
if I
then,
can catch her like when she's not busy, I'll just say, can I catch her when she's not speaking to someone?
yeah, she's kind of, you catch her kind of walking, and then actually she sees the group awake at the, and she kind of starts, picking up her pace, kind of in a jolly stride.
So as she approaches, I'll just say, so how long do we wait until we just give up on this? When these guys don't show, what do we do next?
Oh, they're on their way.
Wait, they are?
Chris told
I'll
me
stand up real quick and like grab my weapon and shit.
No. They'll be here in about 30 minutes. They're being escorted through the woods.
Oh. Okay. Then I'll sit
Yeah.
back down.
So it looks like Heeman came through on his word. Because from what we can tell, there aren't any swine in the town. Meeker took a couple of the Verdant Cause scouts with him. And
Wow.
they reported back.
I didn't expect that.
I mean, sometimes you get lucky, I guess.
Well, you're more trusting and wiser than I am, I guess. I hope that your intuition about being able to reach some sort of peace accord with them proves to be right as well.
Well, we're definitely gonna have to keep an eye on them. And we're definitely gonna make sure that they don't do the whole kill people to make more of them thing. But to be fair, we kill things for food. So we can live.
Wait,
So we can.
you kill people for food?
No, I'm saying.
I
In general.
thought you were saying because they kill people for food and you do the same thing. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay.
Nature kills things.
Wait a second.
I get it. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the fangs start to. I don't know. She's like,
It's
no.
the long con.
they're cannibals.
We're all cannibals.
Fuck.
Your dinner tonight.
Yeah, no.
Fuck, how did I not pick up on this? Oh my god.
Yeah.
She unhinges her jaw and approaches you.
Yeah. Her tongue just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lay her eggs in my chest.
No. She's, no. Nature,
Yeah, now I'm embarrassed and I'm just going to kind of avert my eyes and be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's like, okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, we got 30 minutes.
Yeah. Good luck.
We're gonna walk out to meet them, just so you know. Majority of people don't see a bunch of pigs. Do you all want to join?
Yeah, I was going to ask if you need just a little bit of show of force, a little bit of protection. I mean, I've seen you fight. I know you probably don't need the protection, but just a little strength in numbers.
Sure, that'd be nice. I mean, y'all have already done more for this town in less than a week than some people that are 3 or 4 generations deep in this place. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey! And she gets all chipper again. Starts walking. She's, come with me. We got, 10-minute walk. We won't walk too far. We're gonna make them come to us.
So I'll at least for sure nudge Al. I'll be like, hey, you want to go see this through?
Yeah, I want to see how this all goes out. Yep.
Grant? I don't know if Grant's nearby.
Yeah,
think
I
they'll
would
group
join.
together.
I might as well.
Gustav, you in?
Might as well.
And
Dregnar joins.
yeah.
Roque.
Yeah, I'll tag along.
All right. So, yeah.
Rock's happy. He has his pebble back, so.
And
So-
I'll ask Gustav, like, Marb didn't like make his way back last night, did he? Is he still out there somewhere?
He'll show up whenever he shows up.
Yeah, man. Okay.
It'd probably honestly be more upset if we come disturbing him while he's in the middle of stalking.
Yeah, that does sound like a bad idea.
Yeah. Just let the boy cook.
You got it. I just wondered if he came back last night, that's all.
I mean, he might have. I don't know.
And then he comes up right behind me.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mhm. Yeah, so your little group detaches from the main camp, heads about 5 or 10 minutes in. Pebble is just zipping through the trees, having a wonderful morning. It feels good to have some wind in beneath her wings, let's say. Grissa is accompanying you, and
How
but
does she look? She look like healed?
she's looking better.
Okay.
Because again, it was very hard to describe her, like her wounds, like as they were gashes, they seem to have been like filling out much more. There's still an obvious like injuries,
Right.
but it's definitely been. She's not in like any dangerous
Had a
state.
week.
Yeah. So you do eventually get to the woods, or get away from the camp, I should say, further into the woods. And Marb, eventually you see your friends, about 200, 300 feet out, walking towards you.
Sweet.
I fire. No, I'm just kidding. Sharpshooter.
Time to die.
I definitely climbed down by this point.
Okay. Yeah, Marb, you successfully climb down, and then you just kind of, however you want to make your entrance to the group, your presence now.
I just say like, is it too late for breakfast? And oh yeah, there's this pig people too.
I mean, you can call it whatever meal you want.
Oh, so I have some dried rations if you want. I mean, I left my food back at the camp. There's food back at the camp, but we've got other things to do.
Fine. We'll eat on the road again.
All right.
So the group does walk, and then you do see what Marb had been following, and it is another sister of the forest, a dryad. You see 4 similarly, humanoid shaped, rather smaller individuals with hoods, and as they approach, they remove their hoods, and you see 4. Again, they're the swine folk type. They have more of the white fur, small tusks. They all seem to be. One of them is more white, and 2 of them are getting like kind of like whitish gray with some semblance of their previous brown coat, and then there's another much younger one that seems to be of more delicate features and more just brown. And they're being flanked by the two guardians. And as they kind of approach and meet the group, the guardians do the thing where they again submerge essentially into the ground, and then you see the two patches kind of go off. And Navari will start with, nice of you to come out. Meeker and the scouts say that Volpine doesn't seem to have any of your kin lingering around. How'd you convince them to leave? The youngest one, the one that's the finer features, says, well, we basically just told them that father wanted them to go. They're not that bright. And I guess
gotta do what Daddy says, I guess.
Yeah, with Hammerus gone, there wasn't any of the muscle to, keep our voices down. So, peace talks now. Yes, hopefully, maybe.
Do I trust this guy? Do I think
You can insight.
Yeah. Bah, 10.
What'd you roll?
6.
It's a pig person talking about peace.
Yeah. Yep.
Navari smiles, and remember, Navari, small individual, being 3 foot and some change. Her presence is so large, actually. She it doesn't feel like you look down when you speak to her. It almost feels like you're looking up at her. It's really strange.
She's a really, really fat halfling.
She's 3 feet wide as well as tall.
Yeah, right. She says, well, I certainly want peace. I know war is so short-sighted. War is so unnecessary, yet always cropping up. So, what do you and your kind want?
And where are the
field?
big ones going? Like, are they just gonna follow you wherever they say? I'm sorry, Navari, this is yours.
Yeah, Gustav just starts looking over. He's like, just let him talk.
Are you waving your glaive as you say that?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you like threatening him with it?
Yeah, no, I'm just being impatient, and I'm being a little bit petulant and impatient. But then I realize, like, oh, that's not my turn. I'm out.
Yes, Navari kind of says, please just put the weapon away.
Fine.
If-
I'll actually wrap it too.
Thank you. And she says, all right, so actually, let what's going to happen. Okay? Don't. Whatever instinct you have to resist, please don't. Because I'll know. And this just makes things a lot easier. And you see her reach down. She grabs plucks some of the grass that's growing. And then she kind of opens her hand and kind of blows the little glass towards the direction of the swine folk. And apparently they all listen to her. Let me make sure they all listen to her. Let me check. Yep, they all listen to her. Wow, good rules. They all listen to her, and they allow the effect to cast over them. And I guess Al and Grant, go ahead and give me religion. Arcana checks, whatever's better.
Religion.
Some kind of magic.
It's like that horn, some kind of magic. Grant, she just cast Zone of
Interesting.
Truth.
It's religion.
Yeah, she just casted a Zone of Truth.
Wait, so do we have to save?
I nod in appreciation. Very nice.
No, she casted it kind of away.
Right, okay.
The best meme. The meme spell.
Yeah. So she says, "All right, so yeah, none of y'all. Good job. None of y'all listen. So you should know that for the time being, you can't lie to me. You can't lie to us. And well, what do you want?" And all four of them at the same time. Peace.
Oh, that was creepy.
Spooky.
We
Thanks,
all
I
want peace.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We come in peace.
Oh God.
Yeah, kind of like that actually. That was pretty good. Damn.
Yeah.
Good pay voice. So, and then she goes, "Okay. And how are you going to ensure that peace?" One of the grayer ones, not a human, but one of the grayer ones says, "Well, we will break down what Father made. We will allow nature to come back to our fields. We will try to make life for our kin. We will not take flesh. We will find other ways." The other gray one, now that you're kind of looking at them, they seem to be very identical. You would kind of guess they're twins. Continues with the train of thought and says, "We will, of course, allow watchers, supervision. We do not want to die. We were left here alone. We want a chance. Please." Navari just continues nodding and says, "Well, technically, if you're gonna live there, you're gonna." So, and I'm really afraid that people are not going to be so easy to forgive. So there's that. But hey, everyone deserves a chance. And if you mess up and you do really take down what was keeping the sisters at bay, well, you know what'll happen to you. Did you guys really think you had a chance attacking our town? The oldest one says, "We knew it was a folly. We could not stop our brethren, but now we have control." Are you actually saying that,
I am
Roque?
curious to see how this actually works out.
Real loud.
What do you actually mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
were
you,
you
like,
actually
actually-
saying that? Or are you
I
just typing it?
I was eating some food. Yeah, I completely forgot about Blob Marley, and now that I've remembered,
You forgot about Blob Marley. Oh my God.
Oh.
I got
Call
distracted.
yourself a father.
I got distracted with the magical feather. But yeah, now Rock's upset. Rock wants to find Blob Marley.
So how are you looking? Are you like asking everyone?
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
need
already
to-
asked-
Have
I
you
already
seen
asked-
my boy?
My boy.
My precious baby boy.
I'm gonna ask Grisso where the where the Guardians are, because the Guardians took him.
Pan.
Oh, yeah, they took him out back and hit him with a shovel, yeah.
You just jump in the
It's like,
middle
oh,
of this
why would you do
conversation.
So yeah,
Oh, you
as
do, sorry.
so as you start spouting the name Blob Marley, and you're kind of interrupting the negotiations, Navari looks at you and says, "Blob, what?"
You're like the little pig creature that I saved and healed, and is he alive?
The Council of Four look at you and said, "Saved? Healed?"
Yeah, I wanted
Show
to.
him what you did, Rock.
I wanted to learn about the little weird blobby pig creatures, so I healed one of them to see if I could save it or make it normal. And then one of the Guardians took it into the woods, and I haven't seen it since. And I would like to know what happened to my friend.
You do again hear Grissa and Sylvan say, "So reckless."
What does that mean? And Sylvan, I'll be like, what does that mean? You know something, tell me.
What are you two talking about?
She knows
Well-
you're reckless. That's pretty clear.
Navari also pipes in.
I'll yell back to whoever asked what we were saying. I'll just be like, she says I'm reckless. Shut up, we're talking.
I'll nod to Navari, like, yeah.
Navari is just kind of honestly just taken aback at the direction that this conversation has taken, but she does see some genuine curiosity in the four. And Grissa says, "The one you call Blob," and all of you hear the words Blob Marley, but everything else is open, is
Blah,
with
blah, 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 blah.
Pan, and it is doing well.
Can I have him back?
It is not yours. It is a creature. Yes?
Can you give him to the pig people to look after? He can be with his family.
Maybe. We want to understand it. Again, everybody is just hearing, Alacena, Quina, Vil, Benigno.
They're speaking in cursive.
The ancient mysterious language.
Of cursive. And Navari kind of pipes in and is like, guys. I thought, Grissa, when you said this, I thought, okay. Can you have Pan bring this blob? And she's speaking in common, just to let everyone. And
Yeah, what are the pig guys doing during all this?
Yeah, they're when she
I'm
says
curious
bring
how they
blob.
react.
Yeah, you can go ahead and give they nod, and again, kind of creepily, almost like all four at the same time say, "Yes, please bring."
Okay.
Yeah, who's your shitty wizard now? I saved one of the pigs. I made it normal. Ha.
And then the oldest one, the one that you interact with, what did you do to you said blob pig?
I captured it and I healed it. And then it fell asleep.
Was it incomplete?
I mean, its arms and stuff weren't in the right place yet, so I guess so.
Oh. They must have. It was when you attacked, yes?
Yeah, when we explored a barn. I would say explored. I didn't attack. The other guys attacked. Look at them.
They all look at you and then look back to you.
I raise my hands like, nope, no, not that.
Yeah, we attacked your shitty factory. What's up?
Gulp.
You would attack. That is a the what is the word? Nursery, I believe.
Yeah, where you were
Closest.
making more things to attack.
We were trying to keep our people going, but besides the point. So, yes, can we see this blob, please? And again, Navari just kind of says Grissa, and Grissa, you can
I
kind of
thought
see.
you had it.
No.
So you had it.
Oh no.
Yeah, you guys see like Grissa
Jeepers.
kind of say, and Sylvan Roxy here say, a moment, and she goes into one of the trees and does that little tree striding thing. And then Navari says, well, while we're waiting for this turn of events, why is this why did you heal it? Why did you, because Grissa mentioned something, but I thought it was her and her delusion.
Well, they didn't seem. They were small, and they didn't seem like it could hurt me. And I wanted to learn from it and see if we could save them some other way other than just, rampaging through a barn, killing everything.
Heman speaks up and says, yes, learn. Good. Yes. We want to learn as well. You did not lash out. You are different. So the conversation kind of just became kind of a mute point. The peace negotiations have been kind of halted in a sense. Gustav, the pigs are not, they're standing there kind of still, not, approaching, not moving closer, not moving back. They're standing, waiting for conversation, kind of eagerly looking to the trees, hoping to see a dryad step out. And then 7 or so minutes would pass, and then you do see Grissa step back out, which is easy to depict because of her orange flower that grows from the side of her head and the gash wounds. And then briefly, within 10, 15 seconds, another dryad comes out, and she has wrapped in some almost like bamboo-like leaves, a small entity. Again, about a foot and a half in
Does it look
length.
bigger?
No, not
Noticeably?
really.
Okay.
Not noticeably.
Still growing.
It's about as large as it was when you had.
Because that was, what, 2 days ago at this point?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
They grow up so fast.
I mean, if that one guy is 5 months old, then geez.
He's a slow
And
grower.
some of the youngest one begins to kind of move instinctually towards there, and then anyway, yeah, so she started to move towards, and then she kind of eagerly looks and wants to see, and Pan is kind of holding the entity close to her, and then Grissa says in Sylvan, which again Roque and Navari understand, is go ahead and show them, and they kind of present a humanoid. Channeling Flame Strike. Yeah, you wish you had that spell. Shows a smaller version of a swine person. Very, proportional. Everything's there. No weird double jaw or whatever was the initial stage or state of this entity. It is suckling on an acorn of all things. Just kind of got it in, and it's peaceful. It's quiet. Its eyes are big, doughy, vibrant, and it's just kind of looking around. 2 little teeny tiny tusks are kind of showing out of the bottom. And its skin, when it was that initial, like that weird pinkish, pussy yellow, color, it did turn that kind of gray, proper, like, I want to say almost rhino-esque gray, you know, like what you see like the African animal gray kind of. So it's kind of got that, but doesn't have that texture at all. And it's just cute, bundled up, and kind of just there.
So it looks like I did as a kid.
Yes.
With tusks and gray skin.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Doesn't everyone go through that phase?
It's got a pink nose. It's really cute.
I definitely didn't have that.
Yeah.
He's a
but,
monster, murder it.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's a cute little abomination? You are. You are.
And the youngest one with the delegate features.
It's me. I'm
It's you, Heather.
The time of reckoning has come.
Yeah. So yeah, even Navari is kind of just observing it, and you, yeah, I guess all of you over here, you just a little like, aw, kind of just, she's kind of taken aback at it, and rock pebble flies and then kind of lands on like we're on Pan, and then kind of gingerly hops down and is kind of, you know, looking, and then this kind of the little blob Marley kind of reaches with, you know, pretty much humanoid hand, though different color, just kind of pokes at it like, and then Pebble just kind of tweet, and then you kind of just see the three other of the council kind of shift over, and they're kind of at awe, and kind of said, "This one different from us. This one real. How did you do this?" They're looking at you, Rock.
I healed it. I don't know. I was curious. I wanted to learn stuff. I healed it to see if I could. I mean, I don't want to sound mean to your race or anything, but I was trying to, you know, get the evil out of it. And now we have a whatever that is.
That thing over there.
Well, whatever
A
you.
classic of that thing. It's a
Uh,
perfect example of a young, healthy whatever the
thing.
fuck that is.
Yeah, Rock. Go ahead and I guess give me an Arcana check as you're seeing Blob in this state.
16. I think it's a 7. So.
You rolled a 16?
Yeah,
Jesus
22.
Christ. All right, yeah. You definitely changed the makeup of this entity. You haven't been around the swine folk too much, but there's definitely, the best way I can explain it, their features are not like full or pronounced in a sense. They're very, like if you were to like compare it to something, they almost not exactly look like mannequin-esque, but they don't look completely there in a sense, like physicality wise, or details are maybe slightly lacking. This entity that you have named Blob Marley looks like, if you were to like just look at the face, it looks like a pig. It looks like proper. It's got like all the proper wrinkles. It's got the fine details, little hairs, all that. You've potentially you've created a complete swine folk with whatever intervention that you did.
Good job? Question mark.
Yeah, you know, I'd be like, hey, Dryad ladies, if you could take good care of it, then I'm happy. And then I'll kind of turn to the group and be like, see, Rock did good. Screw you guys.
Rock, what you would know, because I don't feel like doing tonight, you took the construct element out of it. It's a actual creature of nature now.
It's like a beast.
Well, yeah, I guess you'll see what it turns into when it gets older. Don't get too ahead of yourself.
Okay.
Everyone thinks their child's wonderful until they become an adult.
I think the Dryads adopted it. I'm not claiming responsibility as a parent.
Pan seems pretty attached.
Yeah.
So,
Rock's happy with it.
The Heman says to Navari, says, this is what will keep our peace. If we can, please, there will be no war ever. This one. I guess she's got to roll an insight check. Hey, good roll. All right, cool. Navari's just honestly smiling, like big old halfling grin, and says, well, this was some of the easiest peace talks I've ever had.
That's it?
Look at them.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're young, they're inexperienced, but we're going to go with them. We're going to tear down whatever's left.
So what about the less intelligent ones?
They will, well, as we will not create more of our kind without permission. We should be able to give them enough orders, give them enough tasks. They are, as I said, simple. They were created to kill for Father. Father left. They have no purpose. Perhaps we can change or use that energy, use what they have to do something good.
Yeah, I can imagine they might be able to help out on ranches with the sheer force that they can help with.
So, we are sorry. We could not prevent what happened. And we are sorry we cannot tell you anything further on Father. He became obsessed with creating the calf. He said he would harvest the rewards created by the flesh. As I believe you saw. I do not know what that meant, but when he had what he wanted, that was when he left. Navari will pay. Huh?
Which was what? What did he want?
The rewards of the flesh. He
Did
created.
he teleport in and steal the calf's heart or whatever? No, it's been a few days, but
Yeah, the heart and the eye and one of the horns were taken. So, and like again, knowing that some coming here because they thought maybe it had religious benefit or religious meaning or spiritual meaning, or again, a lot of different ways to interpret it. But apparently, there was actually some purpose to the creation of this calf. Roque, you would remember from your flashback that Simon specifically targeted a female pregnant plains cow and then had one of the different kind of larger penis worms seem to go inside the mother and then possibly do whatever it did to the calf.
One of the larger ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is
Oh,
a
no.
horrible mental image that Roque
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hooray!
There goes any hope of putting this in a graphic novel.
I
Not
mean,
necessarily.
Well, that's true. Different audience.
He sits under a tree and
Wing.
rocks himself to sleep.
you don't have to draw that bit. You just cut to the, you cut, and then there's just this box of
The panel that says Schlorp, and then
yeah. So yeah, so yeah, so Navari will chime in and say, so your father made the calf, got what he wanted, and that's why he left. Yeah, he definitely discovered something different. Enough to satiate his lust for vengeance on my town. Oh boy, we're gonna...
Just for something.
Navari says, damn it! And just starts chuckling a little bit. All right. Well, Heman, others, Navari, as mayor of Vulpine, responsible for the people area, as well as speaker to the Sisters of the Forest, representative of the Wilden, upon grounds that, well, belong to all of nature, agree to this peace accord, where we will help you dismantle any remnants of your father's influence, and with time, allow you to create a new home in Swinefields. The two twins have not broken eye contact with with Blob. They're just at awe at it. And the other two say, thank you. We will be good neighbors. Anything anyone wants to do?
I'll just
don't
tell
think so.
Navari, hey, if these guys break the terms of this, I would love to come help put them in their place. And then I'm gonna stare at them as I say that.
Dregnar pipes up and says, me too.
Yes. But I'm sure it won't come to that, right? Looking right at the swine folk.
Yeah, Heman says, you have my word.
I'll say to Navari, like, and given what I've seen here, I think that's a pretty good word, right?
Mm-hmm. Navari just nods and says, well, I guess this is going to be some news break. I'm going to need time to figure out how... I need to talk to Ashton. He's so much better at delivering news than I am. Okay. Grissa, Pan, I guess you can... Thank you, Pan. You may take Blob. Grissa smiles at Pan. Pan smiles back, and Pan begins to just walk to the woods. Not tree bamfing, just walking. The Grissa Navari says, well, we'll escort you guys, or at least some of the Guardians will escort you back to your people. They'll, I guess, safe journeys. And one other thing, if I hear any word of you raiding the Mason Fair Byway, breaks all terms of peace. And Heman nods and says, "That is the road?" And Navari says, "Yes." So with that, Navari shakes Heman's
them in place.
hand and turns away and not even looking back, just starts walking back to her camp.
What did you say, Nico?
Put them back in their place.
Oh, put him in the plate. Okay.
So yeah, so eventually, I don't know what you guys want, but you see Navari walking off, and the council members are being escorted by guardians and a couple dryads at this point, the opposite direction.
Do we go back to town to get paid?
Asking the real questions.
Mhm. So we'll go ahead and for this, we'll say, unless if you guys have any insight or anything, we'll say that a few days will pass. You do manage to get the people back into Volpine. You work with them, you help them. Davis, if you do want to, you do get a chance to
Sternhammer?
talk to Sternhammer, of
Okay.
course. You do eventually get spotted up with Cam, Alexandra, and Archie, and they distribute shit, I forgot to roll how much gold they actually collected.
It was
I was trying to
400.
look for my notes.
It was just 400.
Actually, not bad. Y'all get to split a pot of 120 gold amongst yourselves.
So that's including Gustav or not?
Gustav is still.
That includes me.
Definitely including Gustav. Whoa. Who's gonna divide? Hold up. We
Wait,
can
so how
start
many
a
is it?
Inter-party war.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. There's 7 of you? Wait, no, there's 6 of you?
With
Six of us?
Dregnar,
Yeah.
Dregnar, it would be 7. But yeah.
Okay, so
Well, we
let's
know
say
Dragnar's not getting
But
it.
yeah, Dregnar is definitely not getting paid.
What's he gonna do
you
about
can
it?
do the math without Dregnar included. Dregnar will get his own
If it was 120,
He
it's
came in
20
late, too.
each. It'd
Yeah.
be just 20 GP.
20 each. Yeah, so everyone gets 20 GP. Please go ahead and add that.
Yep.
Navari will say the third day of y'all kind of finishing your work here. I gotta track this. So this was another day. How many more days? Okay, so wow, okay. I guess it's 4 days more now total since the beginning of the session.
Mhm.
Navari will bring y'all together and we'll come and summon y'all wherever you're staying. Some of y'all may have chose to stay at the Fox Den with Django and Janetta. Some of y'all may have decided to go stay at the Silver Spur Saloon, Meeker's establishment.
Fuck that
Y'all
guy.
could have even stayed, potentially at the barracks if you wished, wherever you're comfortable. But eventually y'all are all summoned. Navari will say, so lads, y'all, I don't know, yeah, from a weird festival about a cow to missing plains cows to potential war and peace. You'll have done so much in not even 2 weeks. I heard that you got some of your funding from the ranchers. I know that's not enough. What I can do is this, and she pulls out that gold chain that one of y'all noticed when you first saw her. And on that symbol, she shows a symbol, trained in history. Go ahead and give me a history check. And then,
Not I.
yeah. Is anyone trained in history? I think somebody has to be.
No.
I am not.
Nope.
I got it.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, yeah.
And I rolled a 2 + 7, so 9.
9, okay. It's a nice symbol.
I got this.
Okay. Al, okay. To save the day. Al, that is a crest of the Adventurers Guild.
Oh,
It is an organization, one of the larger organizations throughout the continent of Rune and potentially beyond. Let me actually pull up my notes on them real quick. I have it somewhere. See if I wrote anything specific or special. Al, this is what you know because you rolled what, a 21 total? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 total. So I'll basically just kind of read it. So the Adventurers Guild is an organization and location across Rune which runs the business of adventurers. The term adventurer, yes, with a capital A, is associated with individuals who undertake official quests by the League. Members are registered regardless of race, ethnicity, place of origin, creed, and faction, and they take up quests often with monetary compensation upon completion. Adventurers leagues also have the authority to deny adventurers from attempting a quest if the latter is deemed unfit to complete the task. And you also rolled well, so you know the goal of the adventure to provide the lands with individuals that can handle various requests of people across the entirety of Materia, with a means of regulating and recognizing skill sets of these adventurers. They can maximize their chances to succeed for a given quest. They provide the means to make a livelihood for those who do not fit in to the model of everyday society. Navardi smiles and says, if you go south along the Mason Fair to Green Hill, you will find a dear friend of mine. Seb, just ask for Seb. C-E-B. He's the superintendent of the Adventurers Guild down there. Adventurers League, excuse me. They will compensate you for helping me and my town with equipment and possibly coin, and give you the opportunity to establish yourselves. I will also, if you wish, I'll give you a little handwritten thing. And if you do end up taking on some jobs there, it'll make sure you don't get the newbies jobs. You've proven yourself. You protected a town. So
Yeah, we'll definitely take that.
wait.
Hell yeah.
Al's got a big smile on his face. I'm gonna say he's a fan of the guild. Are you?
Mhm.
Are you a member?
I'm Meeker and I are some of the highest ranking adventurers they've had.
Oh,
Damn, nice. Although,
Damn.
real quick, out of character, would I have not seen that before? Maybe.
Adventurers?
Yeah, since I
you
ferried them around occasionally.
yeah, you've probably seen the symbol. You haven't seen. That's fair. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. That's fair. You haven't seen one that was this decorated of
Nice.
a
Okay.
big of a
Okay.
chain, right? Because it's like gold and platinum and filigree, and it like borders her holy symbol. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
man.
Nice.
It's nice.
I'll be like,
Navarre,
yeah,
is this
man, I
like
can
a
tell
kinda
this
rank?
is. Oof.
Whoa.
So Green Hill is going to take you about 3 or 4 days by the Mason Fair to head south. Ask for Seb. His name is Debs. Seb Debs. I know.
Amazing.
Do you have to say it like Seb?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Seven.
he will for sure. I'll make sure that he understands the good deed you did. And don't worry, you won't if you
I
do
need a
decide
second
to. Huh?
I need a second to make a quick phone call.
Okay.
I'm still listening.
Okay. So yeah. So she hands whoever will take it a parchment.
I'm gonna reach
That-
out for it.
Okay. It's got her the seal of Volpine on it, so like in a wax close seal, little. I think I actually still have the image shared in here. I ended up removing a lot of stuff shared just to make more. But if you do look under your handouts, there still is the coat of arms for the joint settlements of the Foxwood. So very much, it's not that detailed, but it is that fox type of head pressed. And she said, this will ensure you are got a place to stay. You find work if you wish to take it, and you're at least compensated for the deeds you did in Volpine. So once again, thank you, my town. Me and Mika are in a debt to you. And it's the easy, it's the one way I can think of actually repaying it.
I was gonna do a half bow, just like, oh, thank you, thank you. He's excited about it.
Cool. Yeah. I don't know what all y'all want to do left in town. Davis, I know you're some interest in Sternhammer. Gustav, I don't know what you want to do, if you got any ideas.
I mean, I think he'll hang out with the group for the last evening, and then probably we'll depart first thing in the morning, sort of a thing.
You gotta give us a speech. You gotta let us know you're leaving.
If everyone's back, can we go like drinking at like the Halflings bar? What were their name?
Yeah.
The Fox Den.
Fox Den, yeah.
Yeah, the Fox Den.
Where that sick pile of hay was.
Hell yeah.
It's cozy hay.
Hey.
Some good ass hay,
Cozy
man.
hay.
Okay. So yeah.
Hey.
Drink.
Oh god, I forgot.
Drinks, drink.
So something that y'all are kind of gotten accustomed to, it's still odd from every single one of y'all, but y'all are now kind of recognized within Volpine. You know,
I will say I'm probably like every once in a while I would flash that symbol that I got.
Oh right, yeah. You still have the cause one.
The verdant cause, like, yep,
Oh,
verdant
yeah.
cause. Yep.
Yeah.
I would probably be using that occasionally, like get in places I think I wouldn't want to, wouldn't be allowed.
All right. Yeah, because Meeker never asked for it back. That's right.
Nope. In fact, I'm pretty sure he explicitly said keep it.
Yep, he did. That's right. So yeah, as you guys do travel, everyone does, they say thank you, or general sense of admiration, appreciation for 6 outsiders, a menagerie of sorts that helped a town while other merchants and other groups left. Yep, and then before we have the night of celebration at the Fox Den, David.
Okay. Yeah. So Sternhammers, we'll do that next, but I would want to go over to the barracks and ask if they had any sort of like fund for like the soldiers who felt like to like help pay for the families they may have left behind or anything like that. Because since I did literally kill one of them, I'm going to give 10 gold, half of it, to them.
Nice. All right. So they do actually have some means of a fund, and they say, Davis, yes, hi. What can we do for you, sir? Do you need to use?
No, I'm here just to. So for those who we lost in the fight, I know some of them have families or people who may have depended upon them, and maybe what they earned as being members of the cause. How do you guys take care of them? Is there any way I can like contribute to that?
Yeah, actually, it's funny, really, wow, not expecting that from a. Wow, you really are a kind individual.
Yeah. No, I have to do this if you wouldn't mind, and I'm just gonna start fumbling, like literally just kind of start spelling out gold on the.
As you kind of shakingly kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Just like just take that and do whatever you can with it. And
he says, "Wow, that is a That's a significant.
It's fine, and
Do
I'm
you
just gonna, I'm
want it to
leaving.
be-
I'm walking out.
Oh,
Okay.
no, he's dropping his spaghetti everywhere.
Again, he says, "Thank you for
Eh,
everything." And yeah, you just
Yeah.
head out. Okay. Damn, you get 10 gold. Nice. And then you wanted to
Sternhammer,
do
yeah.
something with Sternhammer?
If I would
Okay.
just swing by their place.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back,
Um,
Al.
Al. That was the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we look basically the same. I see how you could get us mixed up.
Y'all spend so much time with
Yeah,
each other.
that's fair. I'm just busting your balls. Even if it's what's her name, I'm still gonna say busting your balls.
Yeah.
Uh,
wonder-
what was
I
her
saw
name?
an image of her-
Erna or something?
Yeah. So I think it was Ida.
Oh,
Sternhammer,
Ida,
but
okay.
let me make sure. I don't want to. There's too many NPCs.
I can look
right
at
now.
my notes too, but
It is. Yeah, Ida Sternhammer.
Ida Sternhammer. Okay, so
Let me see. Let me drop an image of her. Go ahead. Go ahead.
so yeah, I'll kind of pull the glaive out and like unwrap it and say, you know, I mean, now that everything's more or less settled here, I was hoping to get over to Carver to check out the cryptic message that you told me about, but it seems like we might be heading in the opposite direction.
Opposite direction.
I think Green
heading
Hill. Green Hill's
south.
the opposite. Yeah, I think we're going to Green Hill next.
Yeah, Green Hills is oh wow. Nice. It's
Well,
you'll like it there.
but since I'm not going to get to go up to Carver, is there anything else you can tell me about this thing? Because I'd really like to know.
Okay. So she kind of, you kind of found her kind of behind one of her, like a workstation area. And she says, she kind of motions for you to come to the back
Okay. Yeah, I'll follow.
behind. And she says, all right, listen, I don't know what that is exactly, but that is, as we mentioned, really nicely done.
I mean, ever since you said that, like it definitely feels good, but I still don't understand.
Okay, so my grandpappy, he used to spout on about the forge. The monastic forge is of Carver, long forgotten, long abandoned. Quality of that. Then she kind of like looks up and down of your wrapped glaive. That falls in line with what he used to talk about. Terrible stuff that happened in Carver's history, but that's neither here nor there now. City's coming back a little bit, so but anyways, yeah. So that's potentially there. If it is what I think, it is old, 500 maybe more. Which
So
again,
would it even make sense to go to Carver and ask about it? It seems like anybody who would know anything about it would be long gone.
well, maybe, but as I said, as I didn't say, wanted to say, Grandpappy said, well, most of the forge masons, from what I understood, were dwarven or fire genasi, so stubborn, if you will. Probably you'll still find, if not a direct potential participant in their practices, first or second generation, and maybe they can give you some information. Of course, you could go to Whitlaw. I'm sure
I really
there's
would
vast
rather not go to
knowledge.
Whitlaw.
Oh, okay. It is a large metropolis. I get it. It's
It's not that
crowded.
yeah, no, it just no, not Whitlaw. No thanks.
Okay. Not Whitlaw. Okay.
We don't say that word around here.
You're not here. Shut up.
Okay.
He's got a kid he's trying to ditch. Got him.
Well, all right. Again, Ina says, "Do you mind unwrapping it one more time so I can look at
Sure,
it?"
by all means, and I'll just lay it out on the. I assume there's
Yeah.
like a counter or table or something.
Exactly. So you lay it out, and she just kind of runs her she's a dwarf, so a little bit larger hands for and kind of through some of the fine engraving. And she said, there's always, well, Grandpappy used to say, there was something special of the fires in Carver. People would go there for the gems, for the diamonds, the wealth.
Ooh.
But he said the real treasure was the fires. It's again, I don't know. I don't think you're from here. Carver is at the base of the Snoring Mountain.
No, yeah, we were gonna head there. I know where it is, but you're right. I'm not
Okay.
from here.
Yeah, so it snores for some. It might snore, but there's still fire in its belly. At least that's what Grandpappy would say. So yes, if you get the chance to go, perhaps some answers will come. But you're going to Green Hills. Green Hills is wonderful, and quite a fair group of adventurers will go. Perhaps you'll even find a refugee, or forge mason from way when.
So, what do you know of Seb? Seb Debs? Heard of him?
Oh, Seb's. Yeah, Seb. He's Kavari's a good friend. A bit of a right shite, honestly, but he's. I think, if I recall, he the guild. I think they call him guild masters. No, guild masters wrong. Leader or whatever is the term for the adventurers guild down in Green Hills.
Okay, I've never heard of that. That's interesting. What's that all about?
It's it's an organization where common folk, nobles, anyone can post help requests, sometimes called quests, and based off your seating within the organization, they allow you to take these quests and they monetize it in a sense and give people a living, like ex-soldiers, for example, outcasts, perhaps even cut purses that are trying to make amends, seem to find a means to make a living and do some good.
I'm curious. I want to. Well,
go for it.
I mean, I want to do an insight check to see if did her expression change during any of those, thinking they're trying. Does it look like she's trying to figure out if I'm responding to any of that? Because I think that she is, trying to figure out which of these are you as I speak of them.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
She's inside checking the shit out of you.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I didn't roll well. 12, 8 plus 4.
Yeah, I mean, you get that feeling that she's trying to figure you out, right? But you go ahead and give me just a charisma check.
Okay.
Just to see how well you're presenting yourself.
Charisma, the 16, 13 plus 3.
Okay, nice, pretty good. Yeah, you feel pretty confident that you given away anything.
Okay, well, the Snoring Mountain, I'm sure will continue to snore, and we can make our way there sometime. But I do really appreciate is there while I'm here, yeah, I guess I don't really need any equipment. Actually, you know what? Could you maybe, so my friend Al, the one you referenced earlier, he likes using this hand crossbow, but it's kind of awkward to use with his shield. Is there anything you could do to maybe put a pouch or something for his bolts so that he can easily keep his shield on and use his crossbow and maybe somehow help him out with that? Is there some sort of thing we could rig up for him?
Are you thinking a pouch on the shield itself, or are you thinking where would this pouch go?
Well, on the inside of the shield maybe, and so he could just kind of quickly grab a bolt, put it in the shield hand, and then load it, something like that.
You know what? I hate doing this, but
I mean, I'll pay you for your work, of course.
it's okay. Yes. Let me. Do you remember Morgan, my friend Goliath? I think we.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it was kind of in a rushed time, right, when we were on the way out of town. Yeah.
So he doesn't work for me,
Oh.
but Baxter's got his hooks in him. Anyway, Morgan's probably one of the best smiths I've seen.
Oh, so this is a smith other than yours.
You deserve the best.
Oh, thanks.
I have great.
Actually, hold on. I want to check that. I don't know if she thinks I deserve the best. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
I hate doing all these. Oh shit. 9.
Taking you for a fucking ride, bro.
No, I mean,
Yeah, whatever,
again,
sure.
you think she's being
Get
genuine.
fucked, loser.
Like
Like,
she's,
oh, come on,
Well,
why
I
are you
just
so
want to know if I'm
mean?
being buttered up. Is all.
she. I mean, if you feel you're being buttered up, you feel you're being buttered up. But she's being you saved her town. You are considered someone that has helped save her town.
That's
so,
why she's trying to rip you off.
Yeah.
Like,
She will continue and say, like, I have good, but you saved. Well, heck, you even saved my shop. So if you want the best, go to Morgan, tell him your idea. I'm sure he'll whip something up in something simple like that. Give him an hour or two to say, Ida told you to come.
Okay.
And then if he says, really, just say, yes, you right shite. Do the work.
I will
He'll understand.
gladly do that. So yeah,
So-
so I'll say thanks, and then just head out. And
Yeah.
then immediately try and go find Al and just say, "Give me your shield."
What?
Perfect enough.
Yeah,
Easy enough.
Just trust me.
Okay. Take good care of it.
Yeah, it was mine. I'm not taking it
Okay,
back,
cool.
but just trust me.
Have you been doing anything to the shield, Al?
I've just been keeping it clean.
Okay, yeah. So, Davis, it's polished.
Hey, all right, good job. He likes this. He takes care of his stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I'll be back later.
Yeah.
And then I just walk off.
Yeah. So,
that's vague.
Uh,
See ya.
yeah.
I'll be well. Bye.
Big
Big gulp, eh? Well, see you later.
I just shined that. So we didn't use it like a shovel. I don't know what he's gonna do.
I'll just wait here then.
So, you've never been. No, well, no, we're not gonna bother with that unless you really want to stuff. But you managed to find.
Yeah, imagine
Baxter.
Smiths. I would kind of be able to notice a smoke.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. So you find it. You go to Morgan.
You're right, shite.
Morgan, there we go. He's like, really?
Yeah.
All right. What am I doing? What's this? What's this?
Yeah, I'll explain the whole thing.
Yeah. And he's like, really? That's it? Okay. Do you have the? And he's like, I got you covered. Don't worry. And he gets like a proper. He gets like a bag in a sense.
I'm
but then
definitely keeping the glaive covered this whole time, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he, you see him kind of really quickly work. He kind of reforms the bag in a sense, heating it in a sense, and actually getting it kind of reinforced in a sense, and it gets it more into a shape of like a proper quiver. And he said, hand crossbow, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Shit, I think, isn't it?
You'll never know.
He just starts looking at
It's fine. I got two. It'll work either way.
Yeah,
No.
and so within like an hour or so, very elegantly hammers out a curve to the shield,
Nice.
making a room for it, and then very neatly gets some punches some holes in, but they're not and then kind of rounds it out so they're not like sharp jagged edges where you can cut your fingers and all that. Get some nice leather that he has from his source, probably his boss's shop, and then and you do have a shield that has a type of quiver in the inside, and he even went so far because he rolled actually fairly decently. He went ahead and put like a clasp on it too, so you can clasp it and the bolts won't necessarily fall out.
Oh.
And
Yeah, so I'll take it back and be like, here.
won't.
So
Oh.
I know I didn't.
Fall out?
Yeah, well, that's-
I mean, they'll probably
It
fall out.
still
for
might
fallout.
happen, but
I'm like, hey, I know you seem to take to this shooting
Oh.
stuff now, that's great. But probably gets a little awkward with the shield. But she seemed really attached to the shield, so I went and talked to the smith lady, and well, basically, here's check it out.
And Al, that's what you see. You see when you grab the shield, like he's pretty. Davis hands you the shield with the actual shield facing you, and you're like, okay, doesn't look any different.
And then
You
bam on the other side.
he spins it around, yeah, exactly. And then you see kind of like a nicely tucked away quiver, elegantly situated. Nice leather. And yeah, it's got proper amount for bolts, and he even threw in some of the bolts in there, so you can kind of see how it would work.
Ooh. He's gonna keep turning it, seeing how it looks in the light, and like, ooh, this is really nice. Holy shit! Thanks, Davis. I was about to start having to reload my crossbow with my teeth. I couldn't figure that out.
Yeah, you looked really awkward.
I got too much.
And
shit.
I think a couple times you just threw shit on the ground, and I was like, man, come on. So
Embarrassing.
yeah.
embarrassing.
I felt bad for you.
We're all honestly
I'm trying to work
very
on it.
embarrassed.
I'm trying to work on a solution. I end up cleaning it afterward. I don't know.
No, I mean you took really good care of it. I'm really happy with what you've been doing with it and all. But yeah, I think you needed something like this to make that whole deal work. So
Yeah, it's a really good shield. I want it to last, and now I got even more useful now. This is amazing. Thank you.
yeah,
Do I
no problem.
do I owe you anything? How do you what?
No,
You just ran
it's
off?
fine.
You do this?
No. Like I said, I went and talked to that mouthy blacksmith dwarf lady, and
Huh.
she,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know exactly.
That one. Got it.
The big red hair.
oh yeah,
Instantly, everyone knows exactly what's going on here.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
she's not as like she's actually pretty cool. And then she hooked me up with someone who could do this sort of work, and yeah, it turned out great. It looks really nice. I hope it serves you well.
Al puts the shield on and thinks about loading the crossbow. He's like, I guess I'm in a tavern. Fuck it. Okay. Maybe later.
And one detail I forgot to give you, Davis. Speaking of, did notice that from his fingers running up to about halfway up his forearm, both hands, he's got really nice like tattoos of flames and fire. Kinda.
Okay, is that Morgan that does that, or is that
Yeah, Morgan
Baxter? Morgan the
the,
Goliath guy.
Goliath, yeah. So
Cool.
So yeah, time will pass. If the group wants to celebrate, y'all are at the Fox Den. Django and Janetta bust out actually some of the hard stuff to celebrate. There's a bit of a celebration because people get word spreads that the entirety of your group is going to be there, and they want to show their appreciation. And you guys have one hell of a night. More than welcome to roleplay something. Otherwise, we'll just say it's one hell of a night.
Yeah, I think
you know.
at some point, Gustav will sort of stand up and address the group, and to say, "Well, it's been interesting, folks, but unfortunately, now we've wrapped up things here. I'm gonna have to be taking my leave for a time. Not forever, of course. I'm sure we'll encounter each other again, but man has certain responsibilities. So, congratulations on a job well done, and until we meet again, drink up." And he pounds his
Here, here.
beverage.
Mm-hmm.
Al's had a bit too much. He's gonna be like, Gustav, you're leaving?
Don't do it.
Gustav,
Come
dude.
Al,
Yeah, do
come
not leave, Gustav.
Yeah, Marb is just bawling.
Marb, you leave.
I
me
just
alone.
nodding to see see you on the next job, man.
Yeah, Marb gets it. Marb leaves literally
Yeah.
constantly. You'll get
We've been in jobs together. We'll see each other again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This
Mamma mia.
deserves a song, and I'm gonna
Oh boy.
start.
Actually, I don't
Nothing-
think. Okay, and he's
He's already
gonna,
played.
Nothing,
Yep.
nothing's
Okay. Well,
comprehensible.
fuck.
He's like, "Oh, yeah, Gustav, man. Got the big ass book."
You are too kind.
It's more fun because
Uh, yeah,
That's
as
all he
the
sings.
as the song is kind of playing, Meeker at some point walks up and just drops a big old fat tankard just full of ale right in front of you, Gustav, and says, "Yeah, I know how uncomfortable that can be. Good luck up north."
do
Yeah,
any of us
well-
hear that?
You,
Maybe.
yeah, y'all are more than welcome to give me perception checks at disadvantage because Al is making noise and it's still rowdy inside the. You know.
Disadvantage, you say? I say fuck disadvantage. That's
Perception
advantage.
check of disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could also
Oh.
literally just ask Gustav.
Yo,
I want to
Gustav,
use
what did
my
you say?
damn class feature.
Yo,
God damn it! I said
Al,
the
you
wrong
don't hear it.
Oh fuck! No, it's perception. Okay.
13. You don't hear it
Yeah, I
either.
rolled 2 and a 9. God damn it.
Nice.
Ooh, 16.
Marb, you hear something about like the good luck part. You don't necessarily get where, but you know you can get where you know you can figure out where he's going pretty. You know your boy.
Oof, so close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see that Meeker is talking to Gustav, and I'm just gonna raise a hand and be like, "Stop!" See if I can get people to cheer or something.
Yeah. Cheers break out, of course, to the heroes of Volpine, the quote unquote sheriff or so of Volpine as well. And it's a good night. And the Fox Den is full. Like, it's crowded in there. I mean, you can still move around and walk. It's a merry old time. You've got all manner of human, halfling, genasi, even a minotaur is there. Ale is flowing,
People are just happy to not be dead.
basically.
Davis, look at the big bull man. Whoa. I'm gonna
Yeah.
write a song about him too.
That sounds awesome.
Part of me just really wants Al to just like blow his horn and think about the bull man. That's my own world.
This is for
Perfect.
you, bull dude.
I will say at one point, so if we're still if we're RPing,
Mhm.
I'll ask Grant. I'll sidle over to Grant and be like, so we're going to Green Hill, I think, right? Is Angie here? Angie, did you hear me? Did you hear what I said?
Sorry, what was that?
I said
That's a no. Then.
I said as we're being all revelry with our drinks and stuff, I'll say, so I guess we're going to Green Hill, huh?
Yeah. Yes, so.
I mean, but I don't think Simon's there.
No, but we have no idea where he was going at all. Sounds like he didn't tell any of his little children anyways, so
I mean,
it's,
feels yeah.
this Adventurers Guild, they must have feelers out elsewhere in the world though. Maybe they can keep an eye out for us.
I guess that's all we have to go on, really, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm still with you. I think that's something we should pursue. I don't want to lose sight of that.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
maybe the Adventurers Guild will put us out there somewhere. We can keep our ears and eyes open.
Okay.
For more news for something.
Good deal.
So with the celebration,
Can I
Yeah.
can I have one more conversation with Davis?
absolutely.
I'm gonna reach up, grab him on the shoulder. I figured it out, Davis. I figured it out.
Yeah. What'd you figure out, buddy?
All the people, all the celebration, they love us, but not because of who we are, but because of what we did. I want to figure it out. I want to make a name for myself. This is the start of it. This is how we started. That's what I want to do. we're gonna make names for ourselves. We got this.
Yeah.
Me, you, the rest of the gang. It's gonna be awesome.
You know, I hope we do. I think that'll be awesome. That's it.
Beautiful. Yeah. Nice. So, eventually, either through just the intoxication or the time passing, the celebration going into night, y'all all find your means to go to sleep. Marb, most likely in your little stack of hay, which Django and Janetta now understand, and they don't question it. Y'all
Just
get
some
your.
quality hay.
If there's another thing of hay, I wouldn't mind taking that one.
I mean, sure, there's plenty of hay to go around. So,
Or
Uh,
is
we
there?
had beds.
y'all do have beds, but
You know what? Just give it a try. Just sleep in some hay. You'll feel better
yeah.
tomorrow.
I may have fallen asleep a little early.
On some hay. Exactly.
He's also still got a tankard on him.
He's like falls asleep under his new shield. Or his
No.
newly pimped out shield.
He's not gonna wake up feeling very good.
So yeah, everyone gets to a room of sorts. Gustav, I don't know if you're starting in the evening or
No, I'll
Leave in the
leave in
morning.
the morning.
all right, perfect. Leave in the morning. As you're going to bed, or as you're starting to turn in, before you actually leave the thing, Janetta gets your attention, Gustav, and says, "So, we'll make sure you have a proper good breakfast. We'll make some meat for you. Don't worry. We know you don't like all the vegetables all the time. And yeah, special occasion, special meal.
Cool.
So yeah, sleep takes everyone. In the morning, y'all are a little tired, maybe a little hungovers for some of you. Al,
Yeah.
you hate yourself.
I've made a mistake.
Oh, to be young and yeah.
Even though I smell the meat cooking, I just keep my head covered. Like I'll get to it soon. I just need a minute.
Yeah. You all do wake up. Wonderful odor of just carne on the grill,
Nice.
basically. And there's good breads. Of course, there's your assortment of vegetables, and there's definitely good proper again, spread of meats. Dregnar is there with you all.
Most
as well.
importantly, is there bacon?
It's all about the baby.
You know what?
Because I
There'll-
simultaneously really want some and simultaneously really don't.
There is, of course, bacon. Maybe not so much bacon as it is just like pork belly, but yeah, there's
Yeah,
definitely.
You say pork belly, you mean actual pig belly, right?
Yeah.
Blind folk belly.
We hacked this out of the general, guys.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is Hammer's belly.
That is disgusting. I would like some, please.
Nom, 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 nom,
What did we do with all the dead pig bodies?
Let's
like
not
licorice.
ask such a difficult question.
They were disposed of in probably a large pyre of sorts.
Also, we never killed the quadruple bear pig.
Nope.
Where is
No. You have no
Yeah, we
idea.
definitely didn't.
Somewhere in this area, or this area, or this area.
Somewhere.
It's
Somewhere
fine, it's
in
just
like
a-
this hall.
It's just a big
No, he's
animal. As
waiting
long
at
as
the
no one
stable.
pisses.
You just have to spend a little extra money to.
He's working the bar right now, actually.
He got a
He's
job.
like, what'll you
Oh, he's
have,
so cute.
buddy?
So, yeah, guys. Y'all are able to give Gustav his farewells. As he, I guess, tells y'all where he's going or not. Whatever.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope, just says I'll catch up with him.
Yeah. And
Fist bumps all around.
Hell yeah.
The
Marb
classic
stays with
fantasy
us.
farewell of
He has
fist
new
bump.
best friends.
Mhm.
Al goes for the handshake, and I'm guessing hurts his hand a little bit.
Probably a little bit, yeah.
A little
Chris,
bit. Yeah. The 20 versus the 8.
Yeah.
That'll.
Oh God, yeah.
It's a good handshake.
That's at least
Al,
4 broken bones.
no broken bones, but you want to learn how to that. It's
And you
probably
start working out.
I think you're more feeling it from being clapped on the shoulder. It's
probably.
like, yeah, good job, buddy. Ah,
Sure.
my rotator cuff. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Rod
Mhm.
would kind of. Rock looks sad and is doesn't really make eye contact and tries to give a bit of a nod, and then just has Pebble go and land on Gustav as a
Mhm.
goodbye. And then
Gustav will fish out some like crumbs of like a biscuit or some sort of like
Sure.
food he has her walking around and give it to Pebble in an uncharacteristically friendly gesture.
They're poisoned. He dies.
Alright,
Fuck
Pebble
yeah.
con
See
save.
ya.
Rolls a natural 8. Pebble goes.
What?
It's like, oops.
He's Simon. Gustav is Simon.
My
Alright, and
bad.
everybody roll.
Yeah, roll initiative.
Yeah,
what?
Everybody,
I was
what?
kidding. It's a roll initiative.
His joke is funny.
It's funny.
You know,
It's
you
like,
got out right when you said it.
Oh
so-
no.
oh, I did. God damn it.
I filled in the gap. I figured it's what you were saying.
Yeah. So, Gustav departs. You are provided a horse. You are provided adequate rations to get you well beyond Whitlaw, as well as the coin that Meeker gave you, especially 3 special coins, and your 20 gold from assisting. Did I cut out?
No. I just.
Oh, okay.
No, I
Whitlaw.
read.
Oh,
Going
yeah.
to Whitlaw, I'll tell you
Whitlaw.
what.
Whitlaw. Yeah, the rest of y'all, y'all are Dregnar is going to accompany y'all as well. If you do depart and head south along the Mason Fair byway,
Mhm.
it'll take you about 3 days. Is there any desire to swing by the swine field?
Hell no.
Nope.
Do we have any interest in digging up our gems?
Oh
Aren't
shit.
No.
aren't those still cursed as fuck?
Yeah.
Throwing that out there.
Yeah. Do you want to restart this whole thing again?
Still like mega cursed, but like, yeah, here we go.
Gustav yells from on his way out of town, like, by the way, those gems are still cursed, you idiots!
I've learned literally nothing.
Dude, we just press the reset button and all this happens again.
And now we're all
We have
Simon.
no proof they were cursed. We just know that Simon didn't know how to handle the magic before.
Yeah, we can definitely.
He's a
Simon
pro,
was a
so we can probably
pussy.
just-
I got this.
We have.
There will be literally no problems here. Oh no, there are problems.
Okay.
Continue that.
So yeah, to give y'all an idea, this will be where y'all are headed next. This will be Grey Hill. Or Green Hill.
Yay.
Ooh, yeah.
Sounds way more exciting.
And
Nice.
just out
Grey
of
Green Hill.
curiosity,
Are those windmill?
they
Greenish
are
gray hill.
windmills. Yeah.
Ooh, sure.
So what you guys kind of see is the Foxwood, the High Pine Forest that continues. It's massive, like I said. So you're basically the Mason Fair Byway runs along the Foxwood, and then eventually the terrain starts to get much more hilly. And you do after the 3rd day of travel, you see some windmills starting to crop up on these hills. And you do start to see the semblance of a town. And I guess just to give y'all one last teaser before we call it an evening, and I do appreciate y'all's patience, is where's my cities? That's my people. Where's my cities? There's my cities folder.
Ooh, new people.
Yeah, there's gonna be new people. I mean, it's a whole new city. Green Hill. What you guys know of Green Hill is a rugged village built atop the many hills that are found in the Southlands, in the lands south of Whitlaw. Grant, you would have traversed through these parts multiple times. It cropped up as a simple fishing outpost long ago, taking advantage of the various fish runs that would occur in the vibrant clear waters of the now named River Sly, coming from the Grey Crawl Mountains. Due to its location near the woods and the river, Green Hill fortified itself over the decades against the ogres, beasts, and other threats. Now, the watchtowers stretch from the walls of the village to the borders of the forest. Green Hill is also known for its windmills atop the numerous hills that help with milling grains, various river plants to extract oils, usually for medicinal purposes, grinding oyster shells, sawing wood, and other unique features that the windmills can be put to work. It is also the hub of one of the largest Adventure League halls in the continent. And I guess because I like giving y'all teasers other than maps, this is the image of Green Hill. Let me find it. That's Vulpine. We got NPCs, we got a Green Hill. This is Green Hill. So what you'll see as you'll approach
Cool.
all manner of different types of huts, of wood, hay, straw, mud, thatch, all different types, just basically made to function. I will put the new handouts in the journal for sure.
Nice.
I have limited space, unfortunately, because of how it works. That's why I'm going to start doing images, I think, in Discord.
Yeah, I like it better.
Yeah, just upload everything there.
Yeah. Make it maybe figure out some commands or something in the future, type in and spill
be cool.
some info. But yeah, as you guys do start to approach, you do see all manner of buildings, all of them which eventually kind of face the main river, which is the River Sly. All manner of different small river boats, wagons and carts being drawn. As you do approach the guard towers, which you do see a large number of them, the guards just wave you in. Don't seem hostile or threatening at all. And
I'll
all the
hold up the
building.
Verdant Cause thing just for fun.
Okay. As you do, one of them sees as it reflects the sun and nods his head at you and says, "Welcome to Green Hill." And then, y'all
Cool,
get
it worked.
in. Mm-hmm. So this is where y'all will be starting next session.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I believe that's all that I have, unless anyone has any questions or anything else.
Nope.
Sick.
Cool. Thanks, so.
Cool.
Adventure